Hey, this is Pankil from Outranking. In this video, we will go through the process of creating outlines using AI-assisted workflow. Let's click on AI-assisted writing. Now we are going to enter a primary keyword that we want to create outlines and content for. For this example, I'm using best iPhone screen projector. Let's click on create new document. The process of analyzing background data and loading the first screen can take up to 45 seconds. Once the screen loads, we can go ahead and choose our title before creating an outline. On the left side, we will find the important keywords that we need to mention in our title. The second will show titles from ranking pages. This is to get an idea of what is the commonality between the top ranking pages, so we can use that inspiration and craft a better title. While the audience insight is loading, we can go ahead and get started by selecting a title. On the right panel, we have 5 ideas generated by AI for our title. Click first, and we can see that it's targeting all the 4 keywords. Great. The second one is as well. The third one is as well. 4th and 5th. Right? The 5th may be too big. So let's select the first one, or let's select the second one. This is what I really like. The best iPhone screen protector for 2023. You can remove certain parts of your title and adjust it to like it. Great. Now you can see the strength of the title went to green. This means that our title meets all the requirements suggested by Outranking. If you would like to see how this breakdown works, you can click on Title Optimization Factor icon, and it will walk you through how we came about recognizing the strength for your title. Great, let's go ahead and close it. Now we can generate our outlines in the next step. The generation of outline is automatic, and it can take up to a few seconds before the complete outline is built up. While the outlines are loading, let's get started by understanding what the left panel really means. The first tab shows ranking pages. These are the top 20 ranking pages in Google. You can check their outline by clicking on this arrow icon and expanding the outline. If you want to read all the outlines together, you can click on Expand All, and this will open up all the outlines from all the pages. So it's super easy for you to go through, understand what other people are talking about, how they are creating the content and structuring their content. On the right side, we have the outlines generated by Outranking using AI. Now, these outlines are very extensive. The point of generating this outline is to understand how to narrow it down to the core points that you really want the readers to know and understand. By no means these are complete outlines. These are very long and extremely long outline. You need to narrow it down and keep the most important facts and delete anything that doesn't make sense. Great, now let's go through the outlines. Why do you need an iPhone screen protector? We don't want to say 10 reasons why it does, right? So maybe we can keep 2 or 3, or you could also delete all of these sections, just keep a very simple answer, and the AI should be able to understand what your context is and write a few points that can guide us into the direction of writing this answer. So let's go ahead and delete all of these from this particular section. Go to the second one, which says factors to consider when choosing an iPhone screen protector. This is amazing. You would want to let the users understand what should they consider when choosing the right iPhone screen protector. So we can go ahead and see the ones that we really like and are super important, and delete the ones that don't really make sense. Let's say I don't want to delete this. Coating makes sense, screen coverage makes sense, installation process. Okay, yes, some could be very tedious and some might not be, right? So we want to keep this. Removing the screen protector, also if you're changing it, you want to consider this. Cleaning, not so much. I think they all work in the same way. Warranty, I don't think they carry much warranty unless you paid like $1 million for it. The second we can go accuracy, no. Sensitivity, touch functionality, maybe yes. Scratching, yes. Clarity, no. Protection, we already considered. A few quoting and screen coverage, which kind of goes over the protection. But if you think that this is an important factor, then you can totally keep it, right? So I'm gonna delete air bubble free, right? Like, so this is, I personally noticed that this happens a lot. So you might want to put it in place that users can really understand this. Sunlight resistance, that's okay. Hard scale, okay. Chemical resistance, breathe, like, okay, this is not really great. But now we narrowed it down to 8 core steps, which make super sense. And it would be amazing if you could teach the audience on how they can go about picking an iPhone screen protector, right? Now let's go down, and now this goes to the actual best iPhone screen protectors of 2023. So this is great, and let's see how many did we have. We didn't really have listed a number. If you had listed a number in your title, 5 or 10 or 7 or 9 or 11, however that many are, when your outline was generated, it would have only produced about that many. So for this one, I'm just going to keep 5, right? You can delete some of this, or if you have an extended list and you want to add 51, so be it, right? Like, you can do that by adding more. So we only give 15, right? And if you wanted to add more, you can click on add H3, and you can add from one of the outlines that we see of what we saw from competitors earlier. Or if you have a product that you're promoting, you can write that as well. So it's totally up to you. But here is what Outranking is doing. It's creating the structure and the framework for how you should be approaching this content. And it's really up to you to redefine this idea, make them more concise, add more value to it, shuffle them around, and make sure that you deliver the best possible reading experience to whoever's reading your blog. Okay, now let's just go ahead and delete this out. I want to show a few more functionalities of your outline builder. You can obviously drag and drop and change the parity, and you will see the numbering obviously changes, right? Everything that Outranking is doing, even for outlines, is to ensure that it follows best SEO practices, and you can get those feature snippets, you can get those bigger sections in Google area, right? So that's why, and that's how we are structuring these outlines and putting these numbers together, so it can give Google the context of what that page is about. So you will see these small things across the platform, but in outlines particularly, the structure matters a lot, and hence, like, there's tons of automation you can see when you change the outlines, the numberings change, and things like that. Great stuff. Where you can buy iPhone screen protectors, I don't want to talk about that because I might just list out this portions of how much each of the screen protectors cost on maybe a couple of these platforms, and just kind of give the user idea. So this doesn't really make sense for the use case that I currently have, so I delete that. You can see my strength is still great for this topic, and if I wanted to improve that tiny bit that's left out, right, you can click here and you can see search terms and H tags that you've not targeted. These are super important if you want to rank for more keywords using the same page that you're publishing, and hence trying to cover as many related or semantic keywords that your competing web pages are ranking for can give you a great edge. Many times they're not optimizing for it, and if you just had this at a prominent place in your outline, it can improve the chances of ranking for more keywords. So that's how you optimize it. You'd probably need to add a few more and just adjust your outline. Maybe you can rewrite it to better align with some of these keywords. You might want to talk about this reviews, right? Like, what is your personal review, or what did you like? You can have a section within this H3. Maybe you can create your own H4, or however you want to approach this later on. But you should be adding some of those keywords to your most emphasized text on your content, and outline is the best place to be. See, if you wanted to add a custom H2, you can add an H2 and you can type it in. Similarly, if you wanted to add an H3, you can click on H3 and you can add it in. If you wanted to bring this H3 outside, you can drag and put it outside, and obviously you can drag each of the sections up and down however you like. Great, thank you for watching. This was the complete demo of how Outranking does outlines, and we will see you in the next video where we go through creating some amazing factual first drafts using ChatGPT 4 and Outranking's AI writing engine. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.